Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Top of the morning. What's going on, people? Um, this is something new. I've never done something like this before, so this is a new journey for me. But today marks the 30th day of semen retention for me. It's a topic that has been talked about for ages, centuries, since antiquity. Maybe not necessarily the name semen retention, but ojas, brahmacharya, chi. These are all different variations, different cultures, but it's still the same concept. And one thing I will say is that some people do fabricate the things that they say online about this journey, but one bottom line, your energy levels do skyrocket. There's no doubt about it. You just have this immense feeling, like this ball of energy, like in your root chakra, and that's just the beginning of the process. But the overstimulation of dopamine since I was probably 10, 12, I first started watching explicit videos, and I just came to this realization, like I done spent 10, 15, 20 years. I'm 28 as of now, and I'm like, I don't like the direction my life has went. Like, and I started thinking, like, every decision I made, even since a teenager, a kid, it was all based on sex. Probably not the act, but the thoughts of lusting towards women, or trying to achieve a certain amount of money, or doing things a certain way, just so you get the attraction from females, or excuse me, no disrespect, from women that wouldn't even look your way. So this journey is, to me, is all about self-respect, self-discipline, all the things you need as a man. I'm not looking for the benefits of women, not to brag, but I'm not doing this for that. I'm doing this to become a better me, to see that side that I didn't know existed. I want to transmute that energy into a better body, financial freedom, starting businesses. I could leave a legacy behind. You can't take any of this stuff with you. All this gets left in this realm, and I know that. I've always been spiritually inclined. I always believe that life starts within, and everything is within. That's what creates the outer reality. Like the Hermetic principles. I believe deeply in that. This whole realm is just energy. It's atoms, protons, neutrons, electrons, things that we can't see with the human eye. Quantum physics, quantum entanglement. This is all intertwined. It's all energy. So the deeper you look in yourself, and the deeper you find out about yourself, and the more self-control you have, reality is going to show you that you can't look out into this world and try to make sense of your internal from the external. It's the opposite. You have to look at your internal and see why your external is the way it is. Are you being self-disciplined? Are you watching pornography? Are you focused on your goals? Are you actually trying to evolve mentally, spiritually, physically? These are all the questions. When you start retaining, you start looking at your life, And it's just, all this does is it enhances who you already are, So you make this process. Of course, we all need support. We all need guidance. So I would say that's the important part of making these videos, or viewing videos online. Even for me, like, I've learned so much from so many people. I've learned things not to do. I've learned things what to do better, how to construct myself in public and private. This journey is a hell of a journey, and I've been practicing this since I was 19, but I've never made it to 30 days. That's the crazy part about it. That's the beauty of this journey is, you never quit. When you really want something, you never quit. You never give up. And that's the thing this has taught me. And this is only 30 days in. So I can only imagine 60 days, 90 days, when my dopamine levels return back to normal, my androgen receptors. Because when you're consistently touching and edging yourself over and over and over and over, you're fucking your nervous system over. Like, you're literally making your nervous system attack itself. And that's the exact opposite of what we want to do as men, especially men in our 20s. This is probably the most prime and physical our body is going to be. So why not retain your seed? Everything we see out in the external world came from sex, whether we think about it that deep or not. But from houses to everything, cars, it all came from sex, creative energy, you know? So what are you holding within that can make you better without? And that's the question you have to ask yourself, you know? Who am I becoming? Am I listening to other people's opinions and words and living the life that they tell me to live, or am I going to stick with this structure and this discipline and these goals that I have? You know, no matter what happens, I'm going to stick to doing this. You know, the good, the sad, the bad, the anger, all these emotions that, you know, we've suppressed over time. Because a lot of us, we overindulge in PMO because it's some other area in life, whether it be stress, anxiety, financial problems. So we try to find a way to rid that. And it usually with men, especially undisciplined men, is usually through sex, pornography, masturbation, and orgasm. It's very seldom if a man has self-control early in his life to, you know, instead of wanting to go and be promiscuous with women, he'll go say, oh, I'm going to go meditate. You know, I'm going to evolve my energy, or I'm going to go read and educate myself, something that'll embed my subconscious mind to change my physical reality, change my personal reality, you know? So that's what I'm learning on this journey. And the more I go, the more I grow. And I refuse to ever go back to what I was. The amount of anxiety that has left my body, you know, the confidence that I've gotten in these last 30 days, it's just a lot. And have I been perfect? No, I haven't. I haven't released. My problem now is edging. And I'm glad that I know I have a problem with that. So weeks by weeks, days by days, I know I get better. Because that's not what I want to do anymore. I don't want to be 30, 40, 50 years old still, you know, viewing pornography or losing my energy that way. My oldest, you know, my life force energy, something I could be doing to make something creative, you know, something prosperous, something that can help someone else. And this is where I'm at in my journey of life. Even my previous job it wasn't even about the money anymore, because I was making good money. I was making about $4,000 a month, you know. So that's not bad for someone who's 2 years out of jail, convicted felon. So I'm proud of myself, but I also know that I don't want to live that life anymore. I don't want to feel depleted. I don't want to have that sense of no self-control, because it shows in all the areas of your life when you have no sexual discipline. And women can sense that shit. They can sense it wholeheartedly when you don't have any type of discipline, you know. So I'm going to continue to stay on this journey, and I'll probably be back. If not for my 40-day mark, I'll be back with an update video for 60 days. And for that video, I'm going to have a list of everything I've done different from now until then, pardon me. But yeah, this will probably be this is my first video, but this is the start of a new journey for me. It's uncomfortable, but this is the only way I'm going to grow, is uploading and interacting with people. So, you know, subscribe, like. If you don't like it, it's cool. If you do, tap in. We can communicate. I'll start a Discord channel up. Maybe we could get not maybe, but we will, you know, get a group of men, strong-willed, determined men, achieving life goals, you know, attacking their life purpose, their soul purpose. So, you feel me? So let me know. Tap in, fellas.